Hi, this is Jeremy with FitnessRepairParts.com, and I wanted to spend a few minutes with you going over our marketplace solution to give you an idea of what to expect and how to get your items listed for sale on our site. So let's start. On our home page here, I've already logged in. If you're logged in, you'll see your email address listed right above here, indicating that you're logged in. And if you're logged in and your account has been approved as a marketplace vendor, when you hover over my account, you'll see marketplace listed as an item. So we'll go ahead and click there. So once we're in the marketplace system, I wanted to go over the menu items listed along the left and go into each one and show you how to use it. First, we're going to click on Profile. The first thing you'll want to do is set up, add in your company name, some sort of description about your company, phone number. This will be the phone number that customers, when they place orders from you, will call for support if they need to return an item or something was damaged in shipping, for example. This will be the phone number that they're given as a contact phone number. This email address here also will be the email address that they're given as a contact phone number, so you'll need to enter both of those. You'll also need to select a return address. The addresses listed here come from your primary account, and so you'll need to select one of the addresses listed on your account. You can also upload a company logo file. You can go ahead and click there and select a file from somewhere on your computer. As you can see, I've already uploaded a sample logo here for this test company. The last thing on here is activated store. I will go over this in a minute. For right now, if the store is not activated, if we wanted to activate it, we would move this slider over. Next thing we have on the list here is our PayPal account settings. There will be some important settings that you'll need to review on your PayPal account, so you'll need to log into that and go through these settings. The only field that you'll need to enter here is the email address that you use for your PayPal account. This will be the email address that our system actually deposits the customer's money into. Next we have taxes. You'll need to set up taxes in the state or states where you're located so that our website properly collects sales tax from people ordering within those state borders. So for example, you can kind of see I've entered a fictitious percentage amount as well as a state, Arizona at this point. So if someone were to place an order from Arizona, you would apply this sales tax to their order during the checkout process. You can add multiple states. Just make one up. And you can continue to add multiple states to the system so that if you have nexus in several states, you can collect appropriate sales tax in each of those regions. The next item we have is our return policy. You'll be able to customize your return policy for your own needs. You can select a custom number of days for allowing returns. If you want electronic parts to have a different number of return days, you can do so here. If you want to apply a restocking fee or electronic inspection fee, those are percentage amounts. So you could, for example, put a 20% restocking fee on your orders that customers place. And then the number of days for you to process a return. So once you get an item back, this will be the number that's communicated to customers about how many days before you have to process a return for them. You can also select flags for the return policy. So for example, if we wanted to indicate that we would not be refunding shipping to customers when they returned an item, you can go ahead and select that here. You can also add custom lines to your return policy. So for example, if we wanted to add a line that said used parts are not returnable, we could do so. Just click add new line. And then if we scroll down, we can kind of see a preview of what the return policy will look like when it's communicated to customers. So you can see that the name of the company and the address is included here. All the elements above checked, or the numbers are included, so 30-day receipt from this receipt for the return, and then used parts not returnable as we added them. So this is a preview. If we wanted to accept that, we can go ahead and hit Save Changes. Next, we'll go into the products that are for sale on your system. In my case, I've already added a few items, so we can see the list of active parts over here with a small thumbnail image of the part, the manufacturer, the manufacturer's part number, the name of the part, our catalog number that's listed for sale on our website, how many of those things you have for sale, and then the price for each item. It's important to note that $5 is the minimum that you can sell an item for on the marketplace. Pending items we'll go over in a minute, but for now let's add a product. So I'm going to add a Johnson part here real quick. So you'll see a list of all of the available manufacturers. It's a quite extensive list that you can sell parts for. We're going to select Johnson Health Technologies, and I'm going to add in one of their part numbers. Let's say we have 10 of those for sale, and I want to sell them for $120 a piece. We can also select a condition of the part, so if this, for example, is a refurbished item, we could select that and add product. You'll get a little note here that it was added and approved. Approved means that it goes here in the active and not in the pending. So if we go over to the active, you'll see that item has been added here. And now I'm going to add one more. And for this, I'm going to make up a bad part number. And let's say I have 10 again, and $25, and it's new. So now we'll see that it says pending product submitted. If the OEM part number that you add is not in our system, it will be submitted as a pending, and it will show up here. If you figure out that you miskeyed a part number, you're able to come edit the part number and change it, update it to what it should be. If you're sure it's a valid part number, whenever you add these items, an email is generated internally in our system for one of the people here at FitnessRepairParts.com to look into and see if we are missing an OEM part number in our system. If they find that, yeah, we are missing an OEM part number in our system, they'll go ahead and add it to our system, giving it a catalog number, and then it will become an active product in on your system. That process may take several days, but so items that are not quite for sale yet but are recognized as being in the system and waiting will be listed here in the pending products. We also have an import function. If you have a giant list of, let's say, 100 parts that you want to sell, or maybe thousands of parts that you want to sell, you can upload a CSV file, and our system will process through that and load all of those things, marking them as either active or pending as it goes through the list. This is a sample here at the top of what CSV should look like. You would just simply choose the CSV file from your system, upload it, and then our system would process through it. Let's go here to sales. Sales, you would be able to see orders listed in the system. These are obviously all test orders here, but you would be able to see your active orders in the system and their status. Received, we would mark these shipped as they shipped. Billing reports, there's none here in the system, but monthly billing reports will be generated for the commissions on all of these sales. So the money, when the orders are processed, are deposited directly to your own PayPal account, and then we charge a monthly fee for all of the orders processed. Those billing reports would show up here. The last thing you'll need to do is configure shipping. So if you have a particular carrier that you use, we could turn off all of the UPS options and turn on the FedEx options. So you can select which carrier and which services you would like to use. Go ahead and save changes there. And so these are the options that the customer, as they check out, would be presented with during checkout. Now, I would highly recommend not selecting any of the express options unless you're able to ship items the same or the next day when customers place orders. If you are only processing orders once a week, or for example, I would leave only the ground options selected so that customers' expectations are set appropriately for when they'll be receiving parts. And then adjustments. So if you want to adjust how shipping is charged, is billed to the customer, this is where you would handle that. So rates, UPS, FedEx, DHL, those are based on published rates. And so if you want to make modifications, let's say you get a discount on your UPS rates, you can make those modifications and pass along some of that discount. So let's say, for example, we wanted to charge 90% of the published rate because we knew what our discount was, and we wanted to tack on an additional $2 handling fee. This is what this would look like. We're using a sample published rate of $5, which I know is not realistic. Adjust it by 90%, and then add $2, so that the total the customer would pay at checkout would be $650. So this is just kind of a sample of what the calculation would look like, and then these apply to all your orders. If you wanted to give free shipping on your orders, you could set these both to 0, and it would reflect as free shipping to the customer. If you wanted to give a flat rate, let's say $3.99 shipping, you set your percentage to 0, and then add in the $3.99, and then that's what customers would see. So this is a quick overview of the admin side of things. I am going to real quick flip over to what it looks like on the sales side. So let's go up here to Profile. I'm going to go ahead and activate the store, and then go to the active products, and we're going to click on the part here, and what you'll see is the part for sale on our website. This is the part for sale from us, and you'll see also sold by this vendor. Our sample logo here and the price we listed on our store. Its condition is listed as refurbished, and a customer could start the checkout process there. So that is an overview of the administrative side of our marketplace system. We encourage you to check it out and list your items for sale. Thanks for watching the video.